Coach, the 2025 season's almost upon us. Let's give us some general thoughts as you get ready to head into the regular season.
Uh, we're in the thick of it, so I have a lot of thoughts. I think for us personally, the look of our roster and everything that we do really is going to be different because we have half of our team are new bodies. Everyone on our staff except for myself is new, so I think there's a lot of great new ways to look at some things and talk about some things. And so I'm excited because I think it'll feel fresh from our side of things, and hopefully the results will show kind of a new a new version, hopefully upgraded version of what we're trying to do and what we've been trying to do.
Is there when you have a lot of newness, is there like anxiousness before you play that first match, like fitting everybody together to, get the best out of it?
Uh I'm more excited just to see what happens. I think, if I could, I think I'd be on the sidelines with a bucket of popcorn. I'm curious what's going to happen. And I think that, and whatever happens is okay. I think we've got to get into it. So I think we're going to have to trust ourselves and trust our teammates. But yeah, there's going to be jitters and anxiousness. I'm sure that we have an exhibition tomorrow, and I'm sure that they're going to be anxious about it. But it's also fun because, you just got to go for it, so, but I'm not nervous. Nervous is not the right word, but I am curious and excited to see what happens.
What do you haven't played a regular season match, obviously, but what do you like most about the team right now? What do you think one or two of the strengths are?
I think our strengths are that everyone is really getting along and really respectful, and we're communicating really well. We're problem solvers, and I think that that's going to go a long way. There has to be a lot of communication. There has to be a lot of teaching. There has to be a lot of mentoring, with all of our new bodies coming in. And so I think that, the intangible pieces, I think those are going to be our superpowers. Obviously, we want them to relay into the tangible side of things, but I do think that we're in a good place, just knowing how to be around each other right now. And I think that could have been a really long process to kind of get to a good space. So I think we're starting in a good space. I mean, that's easy to say. No real wins and losses have happened yet, but I think right now we're starting the way we want to.
Who are some key players that people should be watching out for? You lost some players, obviously, but you have some returning players who have been around for a while. Just who should fans look out for?
Yeah, I mean, I think the returners that have brought some attention to themselves and to our team. I mean, Jordan Carlin is a senior setter. She's done great things for us in the past. She'll continue to do great things for us. We're trying some new things within our offense. So I think that that's stretching her and keeping her kind of honest to leveling up, as opposed to, I think someone like herself, she could coast maybe. And so I think that she's staying the course of being the workhorse that we know her to be. Elena Pierce is an OVC recognized outside that is still putting her head down and doing great things on and off the court for us. She's been a great mentor to some of our new pieces as well. Um, our new pieces are so fun. I mean, I guess I just have to know, I guess we just have to see how they are when the lights come on. But I think that we have a fun piece in Jordan Millhouse, that she's had a really strong preseason, and I think she's just going to continue to get more comfortable and trust herself a little more. Um, I don't know. It's hard to single people out because I think they all have such great value. So, I think just watch out for Tennessee Tech, in general.
No, I like that answer. I'm going to take one step aside from this year's team. What's it like having a player like Maddie Ozenhausen playing professional volleyball? How does that help your program too? Like showing that players at Tennessee Tech can reach the highest levels.
Man, how neat, I mean, how neat that she was recognized as someone that could go to that level, that she worked really, really hard to get there, and that she decided to go for it because, I mean, that's a big commitment, to just say that you're gonna go be a professional athlete. And that was not a goal that she set out to achieve. That was just a reward for everything that she worked towards. So I think that it has opened doors to the mentality of, hey, that could be me. And I think that there's some players going through the recruiting process with us that is a goal of theirs now that it's been in front of them and they know that that's an opportunity that's out there. And they know that Tennessee Tech can provide that stage to do that. I mean, you have to be special. So that doesn't mean like naturally, like you have to work hard consistently like she did in order to achieve something like that. But as long as you have that mentality and that work ethic, we can help you achieve whatever you want to achieve. Yeah, I think that's a huge message that goes to our current members of our team, anyone that's entering our team, sooner or thinking about it. I think that it's just been so inspiring. It's amazing.
Well, let's bring it back to this year's team. Let's talk about your schedule. Talk about some of those tournaments you're going to be in before we start OVC play at the end of September.
Yeah, so we open up at Austin P. And so that's that'll be a fun trip because it's not too terribly far away. I know there's a lot of new bodies, so no one maybe other than myself understands this, but they were in our conference at one point in time. So I think that that's kind of a nice little throwback, I guess. And so I think that we're gonna play some really great competition early, but I think it'll be nice to kind of ease into a road trip that's not too terribly far away. And so, the rebound of that I think will be pretty quick. And then we go to UAB, which again, not a terribly far road trip, but some competition that we haven't seen will be around some of our fan base will be able to come see us, both members that are currently on our roster or, just areas that we've had some connections in the past. So I think that that'll be a really neat thing. We get to host a tournament, which is always such a neat thing to be able to do. So that's great that that's been a consistent piece. We have great competition in our whole preseason. And I think that we really we didn't give ourselves an easy road, which we'll see. We'll see if that was smart or not, again, with all of our new bodies. But I think the competition is going to stretch us in a way that I think we got to be tested. We have to see what happens. So then we go to Green Bay, Wisconsin. And a lot of our players have never been to that area before. So I think that'll be a really neat thing to show them. That'll be a new area for a lot of them. It'll be another throwback for myself since I've coached there in the past. I've always thought it would be a cool experience to go back there and play again. And the staff has been really welcoming of that opportunity. So yeah, I think it'll be a fun preseason with all of the different areas and all the trips that we're taking, and the high level competition should show us what we're made of.
Now you want to win every match. I realize that, but between your first match and when you finish at Green Bay, what's like the one or two most important things you think your team can learn so they're ready to be successful over that second half of the season?
I think the biggest thing that we need to find is we need to be able to flip the switch and execute when we need to. I mean, right now we're doing great things in practice, but we talk about it a lot where I know that all of this is happening and all of this is clicking and all of this, but we need to make sure that we can do it when it counts and make sure that we trust ourselves to just go show off. That's what we have to do on game day. So I do think that, I mean, obviously I hope it happens sooner than later, but I think we're going to have to get into our preseason to probably get in our rhythm of this is what I need to do on game day to feel good about it. This is how I need to approach this. So we're not playing in this, like middle ground area. We don't want to play safe, we just have to go for it and play to win and then see what happens and see how the other team responds to that. So I want to see us go to that place and attack it and just go for it. And I think our group last year with so many seniors, so many returners that had been there and done that, they had so many game days under their belts that really helped us. And any newcomers that we had then really looked to them and used them as resources for all of that. I think there's going to be a lot of figuring things out as we go that is going to have to happen. But I mean, at the end of the day, nobody cares how old you are or how many times you've done this. I don't care, to be honest. I mean, I do. I mean, I'm sensitive to it, but at the end of the day, it's not, you don't have anything in parentheses of, oh, and well, they lost, but they have 7 freshmen. No, nobody cares. So we just have to execute.
Well, that's perfect, Coach. We appreciate your time and just best of luck to you and your team all season long.
Thanks so much.